for you for the 8/8 Lionsgate energy portal. So let's see what comes up. It's just the beginning of August right now, and it's been a little while since I have gone live on my YouTube channel, so it feels great. Feels good to, bring the energy back to YouTube. So let me pull some cards for you to see what's going on with this transformative vibration of the Lionsgate portal and your twin flame ascension journey. And so yeah, hopefully, you're really actively doing the inner work. You might have some things coming up at this time to work through that, feel, just like some energy that was stagnant, that maybe wasn't available to you before to work through. So just like take it as a gift, even if there's something in it that you fear to look at or anything like that. Just remember that actually you have everything that you need to love yourself through this situation, and that it's going to be quite all right, and it's actually going to be better because then you're building your foundation on a steady ground. So the 6th chakra, the energy of the 3rd eye chakra, supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities. Okay? And this is the Sacred Geometry Oracle by Lon. So yeah, really like allowing the psychic abilities, the vision to come through within you, and seeing, and feeling God in other people too, and knowing that like other people have a piece in your twin flame journey. That doesn't mean like, of course, to form like a codependence or something like that, or think that people are, I don't know, better than you, so to speak. Obviously not, right? But really, like, when you see how beautiful your particular gift is of your own 6th chakra, you can also appreciate that in other people as well. So it's very important to really appreciate your own gifts. And so hopefully the energy and the even the colors of this card, can really help you to activate that. So let's pull another card from this deck. Forgiveness. The energy of forgiveness strengthens our capacity to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions. Yeah, and ultimately, I was like, ooh, it actually looks so nice though, close up. Let's just, go with it, right? It's like a beautiful mandala. Of course, I guess like I'll angle it a little bit better. Forget the shiny cards and the, the certain kind of lighting. Then it forms a halo, but that's kind of cool. It's nice without it as well, because then you can see the full impact of the card. Yeah. So the yellow and the white, that's a really like holy color, really holy energy, really angelic. And, if you need to call in spirit guides like your angels to help you forgive, feel free to do that. And ultimately, you're always really just forgiving yourself, right? So, and of course you can forgive other people, and that doesn't mean you need to not have boundaries or anything like that, but forgiveness really does heal. So it's about first and foremost, like going within and loving yourself in those places where you need to be loved, especially if you feel like you're really desiring to be loved by your twin flame. Well, give that love to yourself, and then you will feel it multiplied. And sometimes that's something you don't necessarily, well, you will feel it right away if you do the mirror exercise, but you might not feel the full impact of it until down the road. It's like one of those things that builds, and then it comes at you like an avalanche sometimes, and sometimes it's gradual and steady and peaceful. So you don't always know, like, what your angle, that's like, where the love is coming to you, but you still, when you do trust and when you do love anyway, it does return to you multiplied. And sometimes that loving anyway means also feeling through some very difficult, unloving feelings, or at least feelings or thoughts that originally like, initially, that's really the word, will seem like you don't even want to go there. Like, why am I thinking this? Or this, I don't want to feel or think this way about this person or my twin flame. But if you really address it and you do what's called the mirror exercise, if you know it, if you don't, you can check out the twinflamepsychic.com and go to my resources page, or you can go directly to Twin Flames Universe, and you can go there and get the whole free Twin Flame Ascension course. So that's a really great tool. I go back to it sometimes, and it's going to help you to reprogram your reality. So the mirror exercise, really helps you to fully love yourself, but it's very important when it comes to forgiveness and when it comes to, facing those really challenging feelings or thoughts you may have towards others and towards yourself. And then, because you're not just facing it, you're actually facing it down by loving yourself there and realizing that was never really the truth all along. And so having compassion for having somehow created or taken part in creating that experience in your reality, because you do create your own reality. So of course you want to create a reality that you love and thrive in, and one way to do that is to root out what you're not loving and thriving in your reality. So let's move on to the next card, originality. The frequency of originality supports our capacity to be unique and original creators of our unlimited possibilities in every moment. Yes, I was just doing a painting earlier. I could relate to this, but the Lionsgate portal is all about originality, creative energy, and like your own specific creative energy, and your gift that you're meant to give. And it's like, no two paintings are going to be exactly alike. Because it's your energy that you're putting into it. So even if it were to look similar, because let's say you're kind of copying something, or maybe you're making something completely abstract, but it looks similar to someone else's abstract painting somehow. There's something particular about what you bring to it, but that same concept, of course, can be applied to everything, because we're all not just like making paintings all the time. Although I personally think that would be fun. I think, we all have our things like that hopefully, you enjoy whatever it is that really like you can create in and expand in and share that gift with others that brings you joy and brings them joy as well, and that's living your purpose. And that originality is really coming out at this time during the Lionsgate portal, and being like readdressed too with some of the astrology, like Jupiter retrograde in Aries, for instance. So you have that combo of that like fire and gaseous energy of Jupiter, the very expansive planet. And so just like look out for that, look out for where you're kind of like being directed within, that's expanding, however that looks on the outside. And maybe some volatility around your purpose too, with what's going on with like the North Node, which generally has to do with where you're going, or where we're all going collectively. So that's why it's important, again, to just like love yourself and to recognize what's really going on, because then you're gonna like attract more of what's really going on, which is the joy and the wonder, and being with the divine, not being separate from the divine. So if you feel like you're separate, like you are just all alone, you can always call upon spirit, God, whatever you like to say, and see what happens. Remember that and see how it changes your life. Instead of trying to like talk to your twin flame telepathically or something, or even in real life, if you're with them and stuff, like remember that you can go and be with the divine anytime. And that maybe if you're relying on your twin flame for that too much in one way or another, they might be redirecting you to do that anyway. And that's actually a healthy thing for your ascension and your soul growth, and as a result, your whole entire physical reality too. So let's pull some cards from another deck. I'm going to pull some cards from the Chakra deck by Rachelle Charman. I think it'll be nice to have some more clarity on the chakras, although we already got a little bit, especially with the third eye chakra. So let's see if that comes up again or something else. Okay, I'm like so excited. I'm like, what's it gonna be? Here we go, guys. So it's 15, it's self-mastery. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining. So yeah, this is and it's funny you typed that right when I pulled the self-mastery card. So it sounds like maybe you are mastering something. You're moving towards it. So that's cool. Oh, cool. That's great. Yeah. Oh, I love that. The butterflies and the sunflowers. Yeah. And you know, butterflies are such a symbol of transformation too. And I think the self-mastery card also speaks to transformation for everyone. And again, it's like very Lionsgate. You know, it's very portal energy, right? Like it looks like the person is kind of like literally going through a portal. So that's cool. That's a very good sign that however things are looking on the outside, that you are mastering something, and you might be on the brink of something right now that like is a bit uncertain, but you've really been putting all that work in. So just, you know, you're like, maybe you're even past the point of even like you can't give up anyway, but yeah, just like don't make it more difficult for yourself. Just like recognize that you are mastering something. So I hope that like allows you to relax into whatever it is for you and expand your good vibes, you know, into that place within and around you. And like find your inner sanctuary, or like be in your inner sanctuary. In a way, you don't need to find it. It's already just like always there, right? But you know, sometimes like it can feel what's the word, like elusive. So yeah, just like you can always be there, and it's really going to help you like manifest that on the outside. Like it's going to make you want to say like, you know, have a clean and tidy kind of place and give you the energy to do that, for instance, or maybe like attract other opportunities to you to really create the reality that you want in your life. So different examples of how that can play out. This next card is Inner Strength, number 14. I always think of like adrenals, thyroid stuff. It's like a very intense card, okay? It also kind of looks like clay, like they're covered. Actually, have you ever had like a facial? I've had a facial where like my face looks like this. Yeah, like kind of in a more traditional bathhouse. So that was a while ago. Anyway, like, oh, cool. You have. That's great. So I think it's about really purifying then. I think it's about, it's inner strength, but it's inner strength to, you know, the self-mastery is also like taking you to a place where you could really clear some like, let's say toxic energy out of your life, you know? It's really like sucking out of your pores with this clay kind of thing, whether that's literal or figurative, you know, more on the spiritual plane, perhaps both. So allow that to happen, and maybe seek out things that really feel both nourishing but also like kind of like cleansing and purifying, if that resonates for you. And I think that's going to help you with your inner strength at this time. So let's try another one. Ooh, rebirth. This feels really perfect and like a nice card, you know, to end this deck on. Let's just look at this card for a minute. I love everything going on here. I really enjoy artwork like this that feels layered, and you know, like some different things. I also really enjoy butterflies, so that might be another thing. But you know, another reason why I like this card so much, but also perfect for the Lionsgate portal and this transformative theme. And rebirth and transformation, of course, like are sometimes, you know, the same thing. They go hand in hand anyway. And I'm glad you like them. And I love that you like keep on putting the butterfly symbol too. It's so perfect. Yeah. So just, I mean, I think it's just a sign of rebirth of union too. It's number 2, as you can see. So it's a sign of like something rebirthing within you about how you feel about your twin flame that might have been like hard for you to access for a while. And I think it also has to do with the card I pulled earlier about forgiveness. So you're moving through forgiveness, and this might have to do with forgiving other people as well, or just feelings coming up about other relationships. But at the core of it, it's really about your twin flame union, what it is that's coming up. And so as you're able to release that sort of toxic energy, if you will, you know, and partly through purification with this inner strength, it's leading you to this rebirth. So that's really what I get from all of these cards. And I think that is, yeah, that's like gonna do it. That feels really like nice and complete and like a lovely note to end on. And thanks so much for the comments. Really appreciate that. Always makes it fun. So I hope that everyone has a wonderful Lionsgate. And oh, if you would like to, I am doing a creative activation, art activation workshop for the Lionsgate portal, and you can check that out if you go to my scheduling and events page. Thank you. I don't know, is it Charlie? Thank you. Yeah, it's so nice. I love the comments, and I love the emojis too. And Shaylee, that makes sense. Yeah, thanks for coming. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful time leading up to this, and do get in the creative flow. And yes, you can check out my creative workshop if you would like to come, or if you would like to schedule your own reading or ascension coaching. You can do that, and it will really help you work through your twin flame blocks and support you. So, you know, if right now, great. If down the road, at least you're hearing it now so that you have the idea, you know, and you can consider it if you're ready for that kind of support and that kind of momentum in your life where you're going to really be clearing those blocks quickly. And again, also twinflamesuniverse.com for the free course, because it all really goes hand in hand, you know, with the ascension coaching and with Jeff and Shalia's work. And then if you want to do readings or anything like that, I recommend doing that as a supplement. And it is some, you know, it is a different kind of an experience than regular ascension coaching. But if you want to like take it at a steady pace, then definitely consider doing the teachings, like applying them, doing the self-paced coursework, but also regularly, yeah, doing the mirror exercise. Learn that mirror exercise, only 4 steps. You can do it on your own. It's free to learn. And if you want to invest in yourself, well, then you're going to receive multiplied what you are investing, because that's just the way that this is set up. And it's set up for you to receive your union by just like moving forward and doing the work. So keep that in mind. And if it sounds too good to be true, it's not. It's, you know, it's a lot of inner work, so don't worry, it's like plenty to do, but it really does work, and it really does pay off, and it's a lot better than like using that energy to like resist the truth or something, which just like, you know, it doesn't lead you anywhere anyway. So just yeah, think about it. You let your twin flame go. Well, hey, if you ever want to work on your twin flame union and you change your mind, you can always look up the twinflamepsychic.com. You know where I am. But also you can work on your life purpose. And yeah, I mean, in a way, letting them go is not necessarily, I mean, you need to do what is right for you, but I want to say it's not necessarily wrong in that, you know, practicing like radical non-attachment is important too. So yeah, and I wish you all the best, and hopefully I will see you again, Shaylee. So yeah, that's gonna do it, everybody. So happy Lionsgate, And I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.